Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel once again. I want to play some Happy Home Paradise today with you guys. I really had fun making this room for Queenie. Even though she's a purple ostrich, she wanted a black and white home. So I thought that the color scheme was really interesting and I just thought that she was adorable. And I did holler at me in the comments, please, if you want to see the outside build and the upper floor build as well. I kind of spend like a long time, as you see, I spend like a long time on my builds, on my interiors and my exteriors. So what I did is, just for this speed build today, I did the inside only. I'll give you a little sneak peek of what I did with the outside. I did black and white theme all throughout, but we're going to go inside. I'm going to speed it up and I'm going to check back in with you guys later and point out some of the interesting things. Oh yes, contrast courtyard, that is what it's called. By the way, it is a little bit longer, as I said, so tell me in the comments, do you have your snack? Do you have your drink? I have today fruit snacks, fruit punch flavored, and coffee with almond joy creamer. So I would love to know what you guys snack on while you game and vibe out. Let me know. So as you can see, I'm kind of all over the place with items for this build so far. Now, a good method is to get the big items out of the way first, wallpaper, floor, and then the big items, the staging of them, and then adding in the small details. But sometimes for Happy Home Paradise rooms, what I want to do is kind of mood board with specific items to go with the color scheme or the theme of the room that the villager wanted. So here I'm just kind of grabbing things that I'm mood boarding black and white stuff for. So I was just, I really wanted the panda, the piano, and we have the three, required items too. I think that the panda was required. So yeah, I was just really playing around with a few of the specific items that I wanted to use and not doing the method that I talked about in my last interior video. But I think my last interior video has a good method to it as well. So I'll link that down below. So if you like something a little bit more organized. So here I really struggled to come up with an accent wall for the black and white theme, and I played around, as you can see here, with a bunch of different things. And I love the natural looking walls, but I didn't like that with the whole realistic TV and spotlight thing that I wanted to do. So I think I ended up moving it to the other side and doing the window stickers, but I think that it took me a little while to figure that out, so bear with me here. So here we finally are. I decided to do it as a window view to the side. Now also the video that I'm linking in the description has these amazing window codes, but I'll put those window codes that I'm using here. They're from an Instagram account that I found called ADIMF, that I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right or not, but these window codes are just absolutely amazing. It's the glow in the dark stickers DIY if you didn't know what that was. So if you are still having that DIY, tell me in the comments or DM me on Instagram. I would love to help a few people get that DIY if you still need it, because it is life-changing, you guys, that you can put any custom design that you want onto that DIY. And I love this creator code. I would highly recommend downloading it. As you see, there are darker colored ones that they made, but I downloaded the white ones and I find that they fit with so many different things. So it looks just amazing with the Meadow Vista wall. I am absolutely in love with it. Now that I have made the accent wall to the side like I wasn't expecting to do, I'm playing around with where exactly I'm going to have that whole symmetry focal point in the room. I'm kind of changing everything around. I did end up wanting that chess table by the windows, like you're sitting by the window basking in the sun and the nature and playing your chess, but the whole couch area with the fireplace and the TV, I am now like completely second guessing where to put that. So now you'll see me change around where I want to put that exactly, like a bajillion times. So we have finally decided to put the symmetrical focal point on the opposite side of the accent wall. So as you can see, I was playing around with that little chess table thing and I ended up putting it back where I had it. The whole piano shebang is kind of staying in the corner there. And then the fireplace, TV, couch situation is just going directly opposite of the wall and the chess situation. So I ended up being really happy with that, but lordy lord, it took me forever to come to it. So now what I really feel made this room was those 2 tension pull racks that I had, and I feel like that brought so much detail to it. I love that item. So then the rest of this centerpiece was just kind of like putting in miscellaneous items and details to kind of go around those tension pull racks. And you'll see me wax and wane over the whole bookshelf and iron shelf situation and where exactly to put those as well. I also decided that we needed more white, so I think that the cool couch and the cool low table, I think it's called, with the white, I feel like that popped against the elegant black rug. So when in doubt, make contrast in contrast courtyard, am I right? Now that I've got all of the big things in place, I'm looking for anything I can to fill the empty looking spaces. These shelves are great. I don't like when things kind of look like they're running into each other because I like for them to look realistic, like you could actually walk through it. But I also really like to have all of the big empty spaces filled. So I'm playing around with a bunch of different items I could possibly put to fill in this space, but also not look too cluttered at the same time. I always want some kind of little surface to put a miscellaneous item on top of because there are so many cute miscellaneous items, and I just don't want it to look like it's kind of empty anywhere. Details, details all around, am I right? This black botanical wall was really perfect because it was kind of like elegant looking and it kind of looked naturey and went with the Meadow Vista wall really well, I thought. And then also the cool thing about having the black wall is that I put the white items up against it and it really popped everything. So I really want to try this concept with some other rooms and some other color schemes with like the dark and the light, and the black and white was a really good practice for that, I felt. In fact, I think this may have been the favorite HHP home I've done so far, and I wonder what has been your favorite Happy Home Paradise home to do so far. Let me know in the comments, like what's been your favorite villager to design for so far. So all throughout, there's just over and over and over again, lots of items that I think I'm gonna use. Like, did you see that flower stand? I wanted to fit it so bad, I couldn't fit it. And a bunch of other things I just really wanted to use and there wasn't space for them. So I just kind of try them and then get rid of them and then try other things. So I did organize myself a little bit here in that I am still going with the wall decorations last. Ceiling, it kind of depends on the room. Like for here, the ceiling hanging shelves were part of the wooden bookshelf kind of situation with the tension pull racks. But the rest of the walls here, I'm trying to see what looks good to fill in this space. Again, I want a lot of details, but I don't necessarily want it to look cluttered. And I'm just looking for everything that will pop on that black wall. As many black and white, sorts of mostly white items will look good on the wall. But the staging of stuff on the walls is kind of tricky. So I just kind of play around with the placement of things a bajillion times. And we end up with things that look good. I like to load the walls up with plants. That's just kind of my thing. I don't know if you guys like that as much as I do, but man, I want that wall planter in real life. It's so cute. All right, and you guys, we did it. And y'all know I love me a good Happy Home Paradise cutscene. So let's let this cute little purple ostrich enjoy her contrast courtyard, shall we? Alright guys, thank you so much for sticking around for this video. Please leave a like on this video if you liked it, and please consider to subscribe if you haven't already. The likes and comments on the video really do help me out, and I'm really trying to give you some good Animal Crossing content here. So thank you for watching. Have a lovely time zone, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!